Over to you, Wei Min. Now we have learned from John serious and concerning the situation in Southeast Asia is, and eventually also people in Malaysia are directly affected by these scam compounds, and we're really interested on how the Malaysian police is addressing this problem and this challenge. So thanks to have you on the panel, and over to you.
Thank you, UNODC, and for inviting me second time in these years. So as a panelist, as for the Royal Malaysian Police, we put a lot of efforts to dismantle and to proactively combat the cyber-enabled scam, which happened in the neighboring country of Southeast Asia. So as Malaysia is in the middle of Southeast Asia, then we cannot avoid from the scammers which have chosen Southeast Asia as their hub to deploy a lot of scam center, as well as launder a lot of money in this region. So why Malaysia as a transit point for scam activities and money laundering destination? Because the strategic geographic position, we are in the middle of East and West. We have the Strait, Malacca Strait, and we have Southeast Asia. Whenever China have to go through to the West, you have to go through the Strait of Malacca. And we also have strong infrastructure of connectivity. We have a very high internet connection. Then, of course, our financial and banking accessibility are very strong. And when the law enforcement pressures shift, when the Myanmar and the Cambodia authority have taken action on the calling scam center in their respective country, this scammer shifted to Philippines, and some of them also landed in Malaysia. So this is what we face because of the geography position that we have. Fortunately, Malaysia is a member of FATF, and last week in the FATF meeting, Malaysia achieved regular follow-up. That means we have the robust AML CFT regime in Malaysia. So now, what are the things, these are the scenario that Malaysia have with the whole region was attacked by the scam center and also money laundering destination. Now, what is the, I'll show you on the, how serious is it of the cases that last year, we have 28,451 cases of cyber-enabled fraud that involve of 320 million euro just for last year. Right? This is how serious, even though we are not the destination of the scam center. We are just neighbor of the scam center. Now, when I was invited last year, I presented a case study where Malaysia authority, the Royal Malaysia Police, have pursued and able to seize the cryptocurrency that laundered in Cayman Island with the help of the authority in Cayman Island. So I pressed on the international cooperation platform. It is rather very important because the money launderers will not be happy that open up his crypto wallet. Oh, I have 1,000, I have 10,000 crypto wallets, but they cannot enjoy the proceeds. So the issue here is to enjoy the proceeds of integrated into the market or the country like Malaysia. For example, luxury cars, jets, diamonds. If you can't get the law enforcement of that particular country to help you, to assist you, what is the use of you're able to trace it if the assets are laundered in in the other jurisdiction. Walk to the talk. I will able to present a case studies after this. After my presentation last year here, Europol have contacted me on a case called Operation Jackpot in Finland. Europol called me. They said, can you please assist on a BEC case? It's just a mere BEC case, not a complicated cryptocurrencies, just BEC case, happened in Finland. So now, the total losses of the BEC case is euro 3.6 million. The money was laundered to Slovakia, Netherlands, and United Kingdom, as well as Malaysia, into 2 banks accounts in Malaysia. So with the call from Europol, Royal Malaysia Police answered. I said, please organize a virtual meeting that we need our counterpart in Finland to produce some documents, for example, a foreign serious offense certificates, so that we can act upon the requirement by the Finland authority. Finland police provided us the cert. In 1 day, we freeze the 2 accounts. Market-based limited and also OCBC Bank, which operate or owned by a Eastern Europe citizen in our offshore bank in Malaysia. So we are able to freeze euro 692. Is not a big amount, but it is a cooperation between the international cooperation between police to police and law enforcement agency that bring successful. It applicable not only to this conventional cash, but also cryptocurrency. So that's the issues that I want to bring out here. Again, we need a very good platform in international cooperation that law enforcement are willing to cooperate each other without hurdles. When you say MLA, mutual legal assistance, it is right after the very first call and the very first action that you freeze and seize the account, then followed by MLA. It is not start with MLA. When any law enforcement said, okay, please you send in your MLA. For me, it is a no. It is a no. I can forget about it. So that's the issue that I want to bring out in this platform. Thank you.
We have to say thanks, Wei Min. That was a very clear message and very impressive. And we have been happy to help to coordinate or connect European member states law enforcement with you in Malaysia. Also, thanks for being with us last year and where we have been able to connect the dots. You skipped some of the slides. I'm just interested with a small follow-up question. One of the slides was including the National Scam Response Center. It's a kind of dedicated anti-scam center, which we luckily which we see in some of the countries, especially in Southeast Asia. Just a few words. What is it about the National Scam Response Center?
Thank you, because I put a most important issues that on this. National Scam Response Center, i.e. NRSC, is the scam center that we established by the government of Malaysia, combined of Royal Malaysia Police, Cybersecurity Commissioner, as well as the Central Bank of Malaysia, that public and private partnership, we sit together, all the commercial banks, we sit in the centers that we receive call from any scam victims, that when they lodge reports through the call, we are able to trace immediately. The commercial crime will assist to trace the proceeds of crime from layer 1 to layer 6, and then intercept by the law enforcement by freezing the bank's account or the new account or the crypto wallets that that operate by the scammer. So it is a center where just to stop scammer and the illicit proceeds of crime from getting away easily by the scammer. So if I can show the statistic of the result of the NSRC, if I can have my slides back again. So, all right. So the outcome of the, no, all right. Thanks a lot. So, National Scam Response Center. The hotline is 997. Whenever any scam victim call to 997 24/7, we were able to pick up and then receive the reports. Then doing the trail, money trail, and then stopped the bank's account from dissipated by the scammer. So now, this is a statistic of NSRC, the success story of NSRC. It started on October 22nd. The number of calls received is 133,000 calls, which 48% is genuine case, where victims of scam make a call, and 52% is general inquiry. And then number of suspected bank account identified is 92,000. We have a research by the university in Malaysia that news account that are actively to be utilized by the money laundering in Malaysia are 160,000 news account. We have 160,000 people getting involved, getting themselves as money mules. So after we are able to freeze about 53.5 million and seize about 26 million. This is ringgit Malaysia. I have not converted into euro. My apologize. Number of losses is 67.5 million US dollar, and then temporary earmark. We call it temporary earmark, means we stopped the transaction of 49.8 or 11.4 million US dollar. This is the outcome of NSRC, that the region itself, not only Malaysia, we are seeing Singapore have also the same scam center. Thailand is established one, Hong Kong, and as well as Indonesia. So we see the needy of having a scam center like this to prevent the losses from the victims. So
thank you very much for also shedding a light on this quite successful concept.